gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now, do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. For a second I can feel like this, make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. For a second I can feel like this, make me feel like this.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Please hit that thumbs up as you're rolling in. Let's get it started. Let's roll. I got a little bit more on that, Jeannie. Cher, did you cancel your live?
I'm on my last straw. I'm broken.
Girl,
and
and
I'm giving up. I'm done feeling your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind. And I won't
Let me know.
let you go. I need you by my side.
I don't see it. Thank you, Michelle. Awesome, Jeannie.
I'm gone, so don't run from the truth. You're lost, now I know you played me just like a flute. I still can't believe you had me on a leash, cutting all my teeth with all the lies you bring. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind, and I won't let you go. I need you by my
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries as we'll fall now. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I know I'm not easy, I drag you out your mind. And there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And now we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeling your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind. And I won't let you go. I need you by my side.
Well, hello, cool cats and kittens. How are you doing? Hope you are well. Thank you for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. Today is still September 12th, 2024. It is 8:20 p.m. in the East Coast of the United States. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate it. Rachel, you love me. You really, really love me. Thank you, my dear, for this requesting to smash that for a genuine soul. Aw, thank you, darling. You guys are so sweet. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Good to see you all. It's my third live today. Appreciate you, dear. So I did find out a little bit about Asha, about that house that they're covering. I did get some pictures. Again, I want to make this extremely clear before I show you. We have no idea if this is they have found any sort of evidence, if this is the car, or if this is even the person that is associated with it. They are just there. However, they have some of the family has taken off their Facebooks. So I do want to show you that. There is some pictures coming out. We're going to get to Sebastian Rogers' case, but I wanted to show you this. From what I understand, this is the Roy that we were looking at. Thank you, YouTube. I love you too, darling. You're very sweet. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Very, very sweet, my love. Thank you. And it was really hard to find, but we found a little something. This, I am guessing that this is the Roy. He is 80 some years old, and here it is. Again, he has not been named. There's been no suspects named, so I just want to be clear on that. I am just saying that this is who is allegedly lives in that home. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Nothing more. And there was something else that I wanted to show you really briefly. Really praying for Aisha's family right now. They're a wonderful family. Aisha's mother has been in my channel before as well. Oh, guys, y'all are sweet. Thank you all so much. I love you too, sweet Sonia. You make me laugh. Thank you. Thank you, my dear. I appreciate it. It can get really depressing, so we have to find some laughter, right? We have to find some laughter sometimes. So I appreciate that, Sonia, very much. And thank you, sweet soldier girl. Soldier girl is always a trooper as well. Thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Very, very much. Can't do it without you. Really do appreciate you. And I wanted to show you this quick video of this guy has a lot of different cars. Just wanted to show you this real quick, and then we'll get to Sebastian Rogers. Thank you, Wanda. Very sweet of you, my dear. I don't know if y'all can hear
We
this.
must say is similar
A little
to one
small.
identified as a car of interest in the disappearance of Asha Degree, a 9-year-old girl who went missing back the year 2000. If you've lived here any time at all, you recognize that name because we cover it every single year on the anniversary. WCNC Charlotte's Richard Devane is in Shelby with the very latest.
Yeah, good afternoon. We're here in Shelby where authorities are telling us that basically the search is over. Those federal agents and all those other agents that were swarming that house have left that location, but they do say this morning that their investigation continues. And as that investigation continues, authorities aren't saying much about the large-scale investigation that was conducted over the last few days right here in Shelby. This morning, we went to the house where dozens of local, state, and federal agents swarmed this and another house for the last 2 days. It's on this man, Roy Lee Dedman's property. He nor a woman he was with at the time wanted to speak on camera other than to just wave
Maybe
and
I'm
tell
wrong,
us to
though.
have a good day.
Could be.
Police serving those search warrants on his property, canvassing the area, and collecting evidence. The evidence including this car, which matches the color of a car that police told us about back in 2016 that they say may be connected to the case of missing Asha Degree.
They put out a car very similar to this in 2016. It hadn't been out till 2016. SL, are you okay? Yes, 24 years, always late. SL, you okay, honey? What's wrong? Is it your sugar, your blood pressure? What is it? You okay? I hope you're. Let me know if you need anything, honey. Thank you, Miss Michelle. Love you too, sweetie. You guys are sweet. Thank you, my dear. Of your pain. Take two at once. I don't know what's wrong with. Oh, she went to the dentist. Okay. Try to take Tylenol and ibuprofen together. That'll help. Take Tylenol and ibuprofen together. Ibuprofen will help with the inflammation. Tylenol will help with the pain. And they work really, really good together. Cameras, footage, neighbor, and shows lights. Mother claims trash company. Search has been done. Mom never came. Hope helps for a rundown. Was someone asking for a rundown? Yeah, if you don't have, I mean, if you have a sensitive stomach or something, make sure you eat. Make sure you take. If you're on any blood thinners, don't take ibuprofen. And make sure if you have a sensitive stomach to take something on it, but it'll help. When I went to this channel saying this was canceled. When I went to, oh, no. I canceled the live earlier because I wasn't going to be able to make it, but then I got time, so I came back. I'm back. So yeah, there's that. So that's why it said canceled earlier. CJ, I apologize. I was talking about two different cases. I was doing a live earlier and I was trying to find some information and I couldn't find it. So I was just kind of speaking about it here. But the case that I was just speaking about, it's a little girl. Her name was Asha Degree. She was 9 years old. She went missing from Shelby, North Carolina on Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2000. It was also her parents' anniversary. Her disappearance is one of probably the most mysterious cases in the United States. She was last seen by her family when she went to bed on the night of the 13th. She mysteriously left her home in the early hours of February 14th, and she started walking along Highway 18 in the rain. Several motorists reported seeing her along the side of the highway around 3:30 to 4 o'clock in the morning, but no one stopped to assist her. One driver turned around to check on her, but Aisha ran into the woods and was never seen again. Her family realized she was missing when they went to wake her up for around school at 6:30. 1 year later, in August of 2001, her backpack was found buried along the highway about 26 miles north of her home, containing some of her personal items. Despite extensive searches, nothing has been found this many years later. Last night, the FBI went, they've been kind of going around town all week and doing different searches. And today they pulled out a car from one of the homes. And it's very interesting that something has came about nearly a quarter of a century later. Asia's family has never, ever given up on finding answers. They have, when you listen to their family pray, I mean, you feel God, like you feel it when you hear them pray. That, I mean, just some of the most beautiful prayers, and it just gives you chills. They prayed just like it happened yesterday, nearly 25 years later. The family are wonderful, wonderful people. And you're right. You're right, Kat. It is a shame that KP doesn't feel like that, right? Because they, every year, every day, they still talk about Aisha just like she is, like it just happened yesterday. And you can't even get a mother to give a comment half the time, let alone uh, be involved in her missing child's case. I know a lot has been going on with Nick the Hat. They said that I guess he got some sort of cease and desist, and we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. It's amazing that they are trying to quiet anyone that speaks up for Sebastian and tries to help out at least their son. Now, again, it's not, the question is why. The question is why um you reject interviews, not from YouTubers, not from social media. I don't care about you ever do an interview with any of us again. But like news stations where they're not even there to judge you, they're there to just get information and hear you speak. They won't sit down for an interview for that, but they'll sit in a courtroom to try to silence others. I think that is, in my opinion, makes them look way worse. Elisa, listen, I know exactly what it is. I know exactly what it is. And listen, I can understand that. And trust me, to me it's not a matter of whether it's, you know, someone thinks he's a good guy or not a good guy. It's just concerning that what has he done? What has he done? You know what I mean? I mean, he's putting out the word for Sebastian. I don't know. Uh, so we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. Um, just have to see. It's, I don't understand, why it takes you 4 days to comment, and the original was no comment when they asked you for a comment. Thank you, sweet Anita. Good to see you, honey. Hope you're well. Thank you for all you do, for having a beautiful spirit. It's wonderful to get info, the facts without drama. Keep being who you are. Thank you, my dear. I really do appreciate you. Very sweet. Can't do without you. So thank you so much. Very kind of you, my dear. Something is very wrong. Someone doesn't want Sebastian found, in my opinion. That's the way it feels. Thomas says very suspicious behavior for parents of a missing persons case. I'm sure FBI behaviorist is taking notice. I would say. Yep. Yep. They did. They did. Yes. Yes, sweeping waters. That's why I told her to take a Tylenol and an Advil, because when I was in hospice and we would tell them, you know, if we couldn't, we would tell them to take, I mean, they obviously gave them more than Tylenol and Advil, but it would help a little bit, especially for like inflammation and stuff like that. Um, so we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. But there seems to be a few things that is I don't believe that I believe that there is. Oh, Sue, I'm praying for you, honey. If you need anything, my number is always up here. I'll try to help you where I can, okay? My number's there if you need to call me. Give you any sort of resources, or if you need to talk or anything, you call me. You call me, okay? Um, but I believe that there is more than one involved. I believe there's more than two involved. And I believe there is more involved. And it seems to be a triggering factor. It seems to be a triggering factor for certain people. And we've seen it before. SL, thank you, my dear. Please do. So they definitely don't want him found. Play the video I emailed you titled Sebastian. I think everyone will agree. Okay, I haven't seen it yet. Let me find it here. It's called Sebastian. Okay, here it is. Okay. We'll play this. Thank you, my dear. Haven't watched this, so we'll watch it together.
So breaking news here. So not only did Nick put up this post, but he also was in Bullhorn Betty's chat just now.
Oh, I know what this is. I think I know what she's going to talk about. Nani Joy, thank you so much, my dear. Welcome to the Pearl family. Welcome to our strand. We're a tight strand of pearls over here, and pearls look amazing on you. Really do appreciate you. You know, bad actors, I think that they are. But I think, the pendulum always swings. The pendulum always swings. And so we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in just a minute.
And I've got some information that you all are not going to like. So let me read this first. This says all coverage, live or pre-recorded, pertaining to Sebastian Rogers has been paused due to an influx of threats. Shortly after 11 a.m., I was instructed to refrain from the matter pending an investigation and advice from our legal counsel, in addition to a legal demand that is being honored. However, avenues are being rapidly explored at the state and federal levels for relief. Now I believe what I've heard. They truly don't want to find him. Or as one person said, we will never find him. Yes, we will. Continue sending leads. So what he's talking about is the Proudfoots. Chris and Katie Proudfoot.
And that's right. Someone the very first interview, I believe, if not the first interview, the second interview that was done on a channel said this will be something they study for years.
Showed their ass today.
Thank you, Patty. Thank you, my dear. I love you too, my dear. Thank you for your support. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Really do appreciate it. Who's that, Melissa? I don't know who this is. Who is this?
And I think now we may be able to all conclude the real truth here. So I'm going to tell you exactly what Nick said in BHB's live today. And this is alarming. This is really alarming. So the first thing was,
Oh, was that Patty's first super chat? It doesn't tell me. Was that Patty's first super? Oh, Patty, I feel so honored. Thank you so much, honey. That means so that's so sweet. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. It's very sweet of you. Thank you, my dear. Oh,
the Proudfoots have taken legal action on Nick the Hat. Okay, so they've taken legal action on Nick the Hat. I wrote everything down, okay? They also, the Proudfoots also told Dog the Bounty Hunter's team that they will never find Sebastian. The Proudfoots, Chris and Katie Proudfoot, also turned away the U.S. Marshal's Office. Turned away the U.S. Marshal's Office.
who turned away the U.S. Marshal's Office? The Marshals is what they specialize in, is finding. There is nobody that can find. No, I'll tell you, I have not been able to confirm that. This is, again, someone just sent this to me and wanted me to show it. So I have not been able to confirm that. I have no idea. And that's what I'm thinking. Tennessee Nurse, you took the words out of my mouth. I don't think you can turn them away. So I'm not sure if I would believe that or not. It's not like you can turn them away.
United States Marshals.
I'm
Turn
not
them
sure
away.
if I believe that.
Told them they don't want their help. Dog the Bounty Hunter says they are now number one on his list.
You don't.
Of suspects. They are now number one. Chris and Katie Proudfoot are now number one on Dog the Bounty Hunter's list of suspects. This is crazy, guys. So basically, they have to pause posting. They can't post about anything right now. Well, Nick can't anyway, because they're trying to silence him. He's been getting death threats. He's being silenced. They're now taking legal action upon him. I have faith, though, that his attorneys are going to shut it down. So hopefully it won't be for too long. Why would you tell the U.S. Marshals not to look for your son?
Sure, Scarlett, absolutely.
Why would you tell the U.S. Marshals not to look for your son? Told Dog's team you'll never find him. Guys, either they're hiding him or they unalived him. And you know what? There's the truth. Remember, I did a reading this morning. We were going to find out some truth to something today.
Oh,
there's the truth. I'm going to keep looking, guys. I literally just got on this today. So let me.
Yeah, I don't do psychics. Sorry. I'm sorry. I have psychic as friends, but I don't do it in true crime. So I don't know. But I will say it is very weird that parents are doing this. in a missing child's case. So anywho, do we know Tina, I have not been able to verify anything she said. Again, I don't the marshals, the FBI, police, it's not a voluntary, you don't sign up for it. So I would say probably not, in my opinion. Yeah, probably not. Now, if it's like the cold case or something, they have to be invited in before they will do it. I don't do psychics, and this is just me. I respect everyone. I have very good friends who are on here, even some of my mods. I just don't do it in missing children's cases because even some of the best psychics in the world say that they are right about like 70% of the time. And it would throw me off personally. So it's just nothing, I go with what I know. I will tell you my own feeling, my own opinion, and give you my intuition, but that's what I do. Pat, thank you so much, my dear. It's very sad. It is very sad, Pat. And the thing is, they're not helping. They're not helping. I don't know. They're not helping. I can't believe this is BS. It's a lot. It's a lot. Something I wanted to go over, which I rarely went over this one. It's one of the ones that I have not really went over much. And it's with our friend Web Sleuths, Trish. Make sure you're subscribed to Web Sleuths. She runs websleuths.com as well. It's a great true crime messaging, not messaging, but like what do they call it? Boards. So much information, like deep information, where with all kinds of true crime stuff. So there's that. Serenity, thank you, my dear. Chris said Sebastian will never be found. If that was the case, then everybody trying to find him would not be threatened. An attempt to be silenced, and KP are getting very worried. He will be found, in my opinion. That's a way to look at it, Serenity. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I personally don't remember him saying he will never be found, but I do remember him saying that this will be something that'll be studied for years to come. I might have missed that. I might not remember. There's been so much said in so many different interviews, but regardless, how would you know that this is going to be something studied for years to come when it's only 7 days in? Why would you know that there's not going to be court next week whenever it's only been 50 hours in a child's missing case, right? It's weird. So, Nick's World. Thank you, my dear Dustin. I wasn't using psychic abilities to report this. I watched these live streams and shotted what Nick said they had. Oh, okay. Nick, was that you just a minute ago that I was playing? I don't get on TikTok, so I don't know if that's what it was. I apologize. I don't remember what. Maybe I still have it pulled up. Hold on. Let me see here. We'll go back to that. And trust me, I don't want you to think I'm disrespecting you or anything like that. I promise you that's not the case. I do know that someone said Nick was in, I think, Betty's and said that he was playing something like, or said something like he was got a C and D or something like that. So I don't know, but no, the first, yeah, no, please don't take any disrespect. I apologize if that's that. So thank you, my dear. Rachel, thank you. Good to see you, my love. If my child was missing, I'd definitely be a redo like Honey Shrunk the Kids. Hey, proud, put them snacks down. It's no flex. Sorry, you don't call shots anymore. Do better with your home fixtures. All my opinion. Can we get the crack the whip? Because that was she just said it, honey. She just said it. How about that? Watch me whip. Now watch me nay. God, I'm telling you, it's redonkulous. It's redonkulous. Some of us need. What do I do when my mental health is being affected? Take a break. Take a break, Scarlett. It's okay. Take a break. There's nothing wrong with taking a break. Listen, as, and you know what I do also? I get outside. I go outside. Outside really helped me. I was just talking to someone just a little bit ago on here, and I was outside and I was watering my plants, talking on the phone, pulling weeds while I was talking on the phone. So, you got to get outside. You need to take a break. There's nothing wrong with it. Do what helps you. It's a lot of negativity. Don't worry about what others say, because the truth will always come out. The truth will always come out, right? The best thing you can do is just get some physical activity. Yes, listen to music, get your hands dirty, go do something you love. You know, worrying, what is the saying? Worrying is like a rocking chair. It'll keep you busy, but it'll get you nowhere, right? And so stressing about this does not help you. It does not help your family. It doesn't help solve this. If stressing helped solve this, he would have been found a long time ago, right? So it's okay. Just do something you find enjoying. Watch a comedy, do whatever you have to do. So there's that. Yeah. That's what I do. That's what I do. Right. Thank you, True Sleuth. You're always extremely generous, my friend. My OG. Love you, sister. We all know a person by their fruits, in my opinion. Is there any doubt of their fruits now? Hold on, that needs another clap. We are seeing their panic because as FBI, Nick, and Dog have joined, they must be close to finding Sebastian, in my opinion. Big mistake going after Dog. Yeah. Yeah. Um, it's incomprehensible. Um, and people will say, well, you don't know how someone is supposed to act whenever their child goes missing. And I'll say, okay, all right. But I do know what the average person does. And you're right. They may not be average. They may not be. But it is shocking for a parent who you love your kids more than you love your next breath, right? You would not a question in the world. You would not care to take your last breath for your kids, right? Lay down, do it unquestionable. And so when a mother who carried Sebastian in her womb, raised him, right? Saw his first, breath, saw his first steps. Saw it all. And you don't look, that creates question. That creates question because how could you not? Right? It takes love, right? To do all of those things, right? If you do it right, you do it all with love. It's not easy. It's hard. It's hell of a hard sometimes. Especially, when they're really little. But then to not see, I mean, how does a mother just sit? How does a mother just give up? How does a mother not move for her child? I don't know. So when people say, well, you don't know how someone, what they're supposed to do. And you can go to any, you can go to Peter Hyatt, uh, any of the behavioral analysts, any psychologist, and they will say, no, everyone is different. That is true. That is true. But there is a thing called majority. And I've never seen to date a case where parents were innocent and they not fight like hell to find their kids. Because it's not even, it is just innate within you, right? It just within you. You couldn't sit still if you tried. You know, Natalie Holloway's mother, Asha Degree's mother, right? never stopped. Never, ever stopped. Never stopped. Natalie Holloway's mother traveled and looked at every corner of that island, talked to almost everybody. There are social norms. Exactly. Brandy Neal. Guys, keep her in your prayers, by the way. Brandy Neal sleeps on the couch every night. I can't tell you the nights that I have spoke to Brandy 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, sobbing, just sobbing. Every week, she is out putting up new posters, the ones that rain or the sun has withered on them. She puts them back up. And we know most likely what happened to Michael, right? She still hasn't given up hope. Still hasn't given up hope. So when you have a mother, a stepfather disparaging a child, first interview, saying that this will be a case that will be studied for years, saying that there won't be court next week. He's only been missing 50 hours at the time of that call. Saying a child walked out without shoes and there is no scent and they're not on he's not on camera. But at 3 o'clock, the cameras pick up a car. So if we think about it, between 12 and 3, we don't see Sebastian coming out of that house from any camera. And we'll say from 3 to 3:30, anywhere from there, that's when the car is. And then from 3:30 to 6, we don't see Sebastian coming out of the house then. But we see Katie coming out of the house at 6. It's amazing how the cameras will pick up every other person. But it'll pick up a vehicle. It'll pick up flashlights wandering through an upper middle class neighborhood. And it'll pick up a flashlight running back to the house in their backyard. These cameras that the TBI have will literally pick up a field mouse in a field under the grass. It's unbelievable how this technology works. It's unbelievable. In a 5-mile radius, all the searchers, after 7 days, they quit logging at 12,000 miles. That's enough to go from New York to California, from California to New York, from New York to California. Walking or driving. 5 times in a 5-mile radius. He's not there. He's not there. He's not there. Justin talking others, but Justin, watch Lore Lodge 3-part series of Sebastian. All this came down after he submitted all his info to DB and others. Yeah, Michelle. I've seen it. I've seen it. Mhm. I mean, I think the Lore Lodge is great, and I think he does. I think he compiles it all together. What we've all learned and over the past several months, and he puts it all in order, right? And he tells the story of what has gone on in the last several months, and he does that in a really great way. He does. So, yeah. Tina, thank you so much. I really thank you, love. Good to see you. I hope you're well, Tina. Serenity, thank you for renewing your membership, my dear. Appreciate you. You got to be a part of the pearls, my darling. Yeah, a lot of good bits and pieces. Let's move in front of back to room to Bullhorn Betty when her case was called. I don't know. But well, Lolo, I think everybody has their way of working. Um, I don't do videos. I don't have time. I have another job. So I don't have time to edit. I mean, I could pay someone to edit. I haven't ever looked into that. I mean, I could sit here and do a video and send it off. And that's what a lot of the big creators do. They just sit and they do a video, they pop it to someone who edits it, because for about every minute of video that you see, it takes about 28 minutes to edit that 1 minute that you see. It sucks. Um so but some people love to edit. Like Olivia loves to edit. She loves to edit. And I mean, that's just what she loves. And it's a good creative process, but I don't have time, you know. So I just don't got time. Thank you, T Dub. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you. Thank you, my dear. I like we all have our strengths, you know. The creators that actually research, right? I'm not talking about the creators that just fire up a lab and spit foam out of their mouth to bash someone. I'm talking about that actually. I like to do research, um, and sources and all of that, and I prefer to do mysteries and missing persons, putting the pieces together. That's what I prefer personally. Um, Thank you, Trishy. Can you remember what interview CP talked about burying bodies in cement? I don't think he ever. Well, no, he did mention it in one interview, but it was asked about him. But he wrote that in the very first few weeks. He thought it was funny, and he addressed that because someone said, "What?" I think it was Smiley's. Now that I say that, is Brandy in here, or is everyone just saying, "Is my Brandy in here?" Okay, if she's not, that's okay. All right, but thank you, Maria. Appreciate you. But there's something that I want to talk about. There's a part in here where I haven't really I think I've went over this interview maybe once. And this one doesn't get looked at a lot, but there's something. Thank you. See something, say something. I want to talk about, and it is where Mr. Foote talks about his family. When Seth mentioned something, I don't have a timestamp, so you're gonna have to bear with me a
Not that
second.
I'm aware of.
Hold on, I need to put the banner up for our friend Trish from Web Sleuths. It's the
Not that
maddest
Katie is aware of.
I think I've ever seen.
Honestly, what goes on between
saying
law enforcement has made where my parents were at their house on Sunday night. You did
Somewhere
boot camp. Law enforcement has made.
does he normally go to BJ's and
Okay, here we
in
go.
different capacities? So I do understand they are all different. I do understand that that day may have been very overstimulating for him. So that's why I was asking if that was a normal day for him. And if it wasn't, that just gives me more information that maybe he was very overstimulated that day.
Chris?
All right, so one more time, I'm so sorry.
I can't believe how much he has changed in the last 3 months. People did not believe me when I said, "Is that Chris?" I was flabbergasted. Little Dev, please don't go. Why would people get upset with you, Little Dev? No, nobody's upset with you, honey. They ride motorcycles, might be a beef with the club. Anything is possible in this case, right? Like, none of us know. But for me, other than the fact of the behavior of the parents, there is no scent. He's not on camera. He's without shoes. And there is people in that park in a weird location. The problem for me is one of those flashlights went back and never, ever came back. And so that's the problem for me, is there was only 2 people in that house. And one of them is missing. And so when one person goes back, well, they left town. There's a lot of things she lied about BJ's, in my opinion, no colossal popcorn, while lie about something that can be debunked very easily. Well, from the beginning, there was deception, right? Did you pass a lie detector test? Well, the answer is passed, and doubled down on it. And then kind of asked him in a different way. He's like, "Oh, I didn't say who passed. Just say she took one, I didn't." Okay? That is deception. That is deception. And no matter how you cut it, that is deceiving. The way your semantics are saying, the way you're saying things. And it's okay to say, she took one, I didn't. That's perfectly okay. But when you are deceptive and you're needling the thread to make it sound deceptive. Yeah. Did you guys take a lie detector test? And the answer is passed. Yes, passed, he said. The second time. The third time. I'm going to ask you this again, Chris. Now, wait a minute. I didn't say who passed. Well, you implied that. But this is what a narcissist does. I rarely call people narcissists, but they want you to believe, oh, well, I'm sorry you took it that way. I'm sorry you took it that way. If you took it that way, that's on you, mother chicken. No. Just like he did to Josh, right? Josh asked him about the CPS cases, right? And it was active cases versus if he's ever had any other cases. And he went off. Yep. There you go. Single mom caught it. Yep. Yes. And that's the thing. When you, and this is why I wholeheartedly think the man will not speak, interview with any man, not even a man who wears lipstick. Okay. Moi. He will not speak because they will challenge him. Now, he will speak to you if you take everything he says for the gospel. But if you challenge him, it's not going to happen. Right? It's not going to happen. He's so masculine, right? He's a masculine man. But he won't talk to me and my lipstick. You're lost, Chris. You're lost.
I was just saying, in my experience with autistic children, obviously they're all different. But if this was not a normal day for Sebastian on Sunday when he went and did all of these things, and it sounds like he was gone from home for a while, if this wasn't a normal day for him, would this have been an overstimulating day for him? Is this something normal? Does he normally go to BJ's and bowling and all of these things on a weekend? Or was this kind of like a special thing? And if it was a special thing, what?
I don't know about you, but to me, yeah, Gina, you're right. You're right. That's right, Holly. I don't know about you, but that seems like a lot of stuff to do in a weekend. Right. That was a lot of stuff to do for a weekend. I mean, they were gone from pretty much morning till night. All weekend. Is that something they normally do? I don't know, but it seemed like a fantastic weekend. I still personally believe that KK goes on the weekends, grocery shops for Mr. Foot, washes his clothes, feeds him, and finances him, and sends him on his way. Right?
Caused it to be special? Was there an occasion?
If it was a special thing, a mother and a son bonding and just having a good time.
I'm not being ugly at all.
I'm not. I'm making an
I mean, is this a normal day for them on a weekend? For them to do
our
all
days
You got
days
the joke,
fluctuate.
Ginger.
Monday through Friday, we're a working family, just like everybody else out there. And when the week
How about that? Now listen to this. People miss this part a lot. Monday through Friday, we're like any other working family. It wasn't finance, but you know what I mean. I didn't want to say the other word. Right. Monday through Friday, we're like any other working family. But listen to what he says on the weekends.
Monday through Friday, we're a working family, just like everybody else out there. And when the weekend comes, that's when you get a lot of stuff done. You go a lot of places, you do a lot of things. And a lot of times that's where, you go and spend time with your kids and do extra things. Sebastian's not in sports like most kids. So we don't spend ball time at the ballpark. When Seth has Sebastian on the weekend.
So that's when they get a lot of stuff done. Guys, if we get to 1,000 likes, we have a chicken party. And I'm telling you, you don't want to miss the chicken party. Yeah. It's a ball. It's a ball. So just might want to be ready for the chicken party. Get 1,000 likes. Come on now. Thank you so very much, my sweet dad. You coached an idea. Thank you, love. And in my opinion, I believe that, does anyone really believe that Mr. Foot and Mrs. Foot didn't see each other at all during Valentine's Day or nearly a month? Does anyone believe that? Lolo, thank you for renewing your membership, my dear. Appreciate your lovey. Thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate you. Because I don't. Now, tell me, but still managed a 3-hour phone call, right? Now, it was technically 2 hours. They said 3 hours in the beginning, so it's always been a 3-hour phone call, but it was from 9:56. He said just before midnight. So there's that. But 3 hours isn't so far away. No, it's not. It's not for the weekend, right? It's not for the weekend. But tell me, why in the world can't he tell you why he wasn't home from the 5th until the morning Sebastian went missing? Why can't he tell you that? Why can't he tell you that? Because first of all, law enforcement is not going to tell them anything that they're not going to tell them. They don't know a damn thing more than we know as far as the investigation. Nothing. As far as what they are investigating. Number one. Right? Well, that's what I think it is, Susie. But why can't he say it? It says law enforcement has dictated me not to say why. That's what he says. But I'm telling you, law enforcement does not advise. They do not advise that. And tell me, what would something weeks ago have to do with Sebastian going missing? Law enforcement has said they don't suspect foul play, local law enforcement. Right? But they haven't ruled it out. So if they don't suspect anything, then why the hell would they tell Mr. Foote that he can't say anything that happened weeks ago if he's been at his house or not? You're telling me you can't say when you've been to your own house? What does that have to do with anything? The only thing that can mean, in my opinion, CPS related, or you don't want to tell people when you were at your home because something stinks. Only two reasons, in my opinion. You make that damn house payment. But he also said, Sebastian thought he was going to get me kicked out of my house. He made it sound like I was so horrible. That's what he says. It's his words, not mine. Did he get him kicked out for a minute? Were they investigating? I don't know. And we'll probably never know unless there's foul play with the parents and someone is charged and it goes to court. But other than that, we'll never know. Right? Lady for Justice, thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you 1 month. Thank you, my love. Really appreciate you so very much. Couldn't do it without you, my dear. Misty, thank you so much. Supposedly didn't see each other for almost a month, but yet spoke on the phone for hours. Bullshit. He trying to convince us or himself. Bingo. Bingo. I've never heard anyone other than, let me just say this. Never heard anyone say that they can't be at their house except for another case, Summer Wells case, where Don was sleeping in the houses that he worked in. He was sleeping in the bathtub because of what? A CPS case. Okay? Some of you know, some of you don't. One of my best friends, one of my neighbors, been friends for years. She, again, it's a different state, but I talk to her about these things. And it's different in every state. But to me, have done foster care, have worked these cases a lot, have a friend in CPS. That's what I think. That's all I'll say in that. Thank you so much, Donna. Really do appreciate your 3 months. We love you being part of the family, Donna, and we can't do it without you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much. Soldier girl, thank you, my dear. Thank you for 3 continuous months as well. Really do appreciate you, my friend. Really, really do. Thank you. So that's my opinion on that. Can't say you were home. Can't say you was at your home. Okay. But law enforcement has dictated yeah, I've yet to seen one photo of the 2 of them, right? Oh, yeah. Seth is innocent. I mean, it's not the man could not have done this. He was literally at work. If there is even an iota of doubt for me, I would tell you guys. There's not an iota of doubt for me. Seth was at work. He didn't leave for 3 hours. He didn't sleep in his car. He didn't work in a garage like they said. It's absolute nonsense.
Yes, he goes and does fishing and things like that with Sebastian just as well. I mean, Seth works long hours. I work long hours.
Well, that's the interesting part, Sharon. That's the interesting part. You know, we don't even know if Mr. Foot took a lie detector test. You know, I mean, he said he passed on week 1, right? But we still don't even know if he took a lie detector test. He told Nancy he would. So, and work. Boy, that's a big one, isn't it? Because, you know, he says he was up in a crane at 6:03 in the morning. 6:03 in the morning. A GoFundMe on day 3. So, his sister did it, number 1. Number 2, explain not having a cent out of that house. Explain him not being on camera. Explain the parents' behavior. Explain the lies. Explain he was Chris and Katie saying Seth didn't do anything. Explain Katie saying there's not been a time where he wanted to go to his dad, said he couldn't. Explain Seth being on camera for 12 hours. Explain that, oh, the lights, of course, and one light going back and not coming out. You explained those things to me. I don't give a shit if you like Seth or not. You don't have to like him. You don't have to like him. That's fine. Some people just don't like him. You can not like the thing that his sister did for him. But you can't say that he's not looking. You can't say, you can't explain those things that I just listed.
And
You
I'm
know,
not
I
saying
mean,
any
so
of that
you
is
gotta-
suspicious at all, Chris. I'm just asking if that was normal. Because if it wasn't normal and he was overstimulated, that could be a reason for him to have ran out of
That is such a lie, saying they paid off a foreclosure bill. That was a creator that did that.
the house.
That's
No.
complete.
He was
Okay.
not overstimulated.
Okay,
It
so
makes-
that wasn't one of the possible
It makes good drama content, but that's all it does.
reasons
It's not
for
even
him to leave.
remotely true.
Here's what I'll say. Everything is on the table. Nothing has been taken off the table. Period. That's the same statement law enforcement has made. That's the same statement I'm going to tell you
So
every
there's a
single day in and
possibility
day
of
out.
Katie gave my son to your mother and father. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that.
Say it one more time.
Exactly.
Do you not want to say that? But well, we can move on. So
No. I want to hear it.
There's a rumor out there, Chris,
That
that your mom and your
Oh,
dad,
it wasn't you, Rachel. It
That was
wasn't you.
Sebastian.
It wasn't you, baby.
it's been brought up to me.
Seth, you know
Now listen
darn
to
damn
this.
well you got a question about my
I'm just
mother.
asking.
You pick
Yeah.
up the
Did they
phone
take him
and you
somewhere
call.
to lead a boot camp or anything like that? And Katie just thought I wouldn't accept it.
I don't think
Hold
Seth
on.
is being accusatory. I think he's just trying to clear up a bunch of BS that's been online.
Right, and I'm trying, and I'm telling you, if he's had this suspicion, he's got my mother's phone number. He can pick up the phone and call her. She is not afraid to
No,
answer any
Chris, I'm not
questions.
saying you.
Tell me this. B and D, you're right. You're absolutely right. She is, in my opinion, as well. Why does Mr. Foot's sister make this wild, insane, strange text? We think he might have got in someone's back car, fell asleep. The person not knew about it, and then they went to work, and then he walked out. Dot, 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 it happens. Why did, and that was at 5:30 the next morning. T-Dub. No Pooh Bear. He still would have been found, yeah. Why does the Bowerfoot say 10:30? I didn't show up till 10:30. Why does the sister you too, Jackie? Thank you. Why does the sister say the only thing he left with was his glasses and a flashlight, and we've been looking for him since 6:30, which was, they were being transferred to dispatch from their non-911 call. Let's start there. You can't, there's nothing like that on anyone else. There is so many inconsistencies.
I don't want to talk to your mom. I want to talk to you, and I want to talk to Katie.
Well, it's real simple, Seth.
To put it to the rest.
You have seen the video footage of Seth
haven't.
on Sunday. Don't tell me you hadn't. I know you have. You sat in the room
No, I
with
haven't.
all the agents.
No, they didn't show me the video footage, buddy.
So you didn't see, you weren't sitting in a room
Wait a minute.
with law enforcement, the district attorney, when they showed you a video, when you wanted proof of life, saying that you hadn't seen proof since Friday. When you've been at my house the first 3 damn days.
Sunday, buddy.
Chris, let Seth speak. Go ahead, Seth.
Chris, they showed me video proof of him coming out of Texas Roadhouse on Sunday.
On a Sunday night. You damn right.
Just Chris.
He acts like he knows all about it, doesn't he?
Seth, I got a problem with you sitting here making these accusations. Because if you got a problem with them, guess what?
Let's squash it.
I think we're just trying to talk things out, and I don't even know if this should be public, honestly.
What does the foot do whenever it doesn't want you anymore? What does the foot do? That's a good question, my monkey. Good question. Seth is the father. That's right. It's disposable. Throws you away. Rids it. Bye-bye. Bully Ray Cyrus. Oh, really? Thank you. All right. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to this. I want to read this. I've never read this. Interesting. Let's look. This is from, what was it? This is from allegedly Katie's family. I've never seen this. I thought I've seen everything. Yes, I am Katie's biological mother's cousin, which I thought would be the worst thing I would say in this whole mess. Every day I see more lies, more sketchy, aggressive actions, and the video of her in court broke me. I can't apologize, sorry, something I didn't do, but I can't tell you how these emotions and sheer humility are wrenching me to the core, especially when the remaining extremely large family of ours, who usually have opinions on speed dial, are like quiet little church mice. Are they still in the protect, quote, poor little Katie mode from 30 years ago? Did she look like a, quote, poor little broken up mom in the courtroom? No, she actually looked like a self-satisfied boss lady. A wop ba bop, a wop bam boom. Yeah, she didn't look too upset, did she? She didn't look too upset. She just wanted the camera to be off of her before she could say her stuff, right? You know. It's usually not Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. Um, usually a mother is trying her damnedest to get in front of the camera, right? But, you know, we got old bully Ray Cyrus over here. Right there. Looking like a snack, right? Mr. P Feet. Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart. I just don't think it understands. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart. Whew. Wee. I know, right? Anywho. Oh, he kind of does, SL. Shut the front door. He kind of does give you that Rex vibe, doesn't he? Girl. Baby. Oh my God, he does. Read the post I sent you to. Okay, I'll look. You should read the post. The post is more feeling. Oh, I didn't even see that one. I'm sorry. I didn't even see that. Okay, let's go back to that real quick. 1 second, y'all. Got some more stuff coming in. I did not even see this. This will be my last post, and I hope everyone reading this will understand why. Since this began, I struggled with the thought that a member of my very own family could ever do something as heinous as, quote, getting rid of their child, end quote, like every single YouTuber was saying, in all caps. Then I watched the first interview and became a skeptic. Second interview, and I felt sick. Third interview, all doubt was gone, but held hope. Maybe an accident, in quotes, end quote. Then she left town saying, quote, he could be anywhere by now, end quote. Blood relations only hold so much hope and faith, and I couldn't pray this feeling away. Months later, so many lies, YouTube creators flipping the script as if they were threatened. No way, I thought. They never went to a single vigil, couldn't find time for searches, lied on a Sumner custody petition, quote, fully cleared by law enforcement, end quote, in no danger or threat, end quote. She seemed to love her Summer with someone else's child, forgetting hers. Now anyone who is steadfast in finding Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is met with threats, fake profile harassment, and legal action. Gag orders, First Amendment rights stripped. Every day I truly feel like I want to apologize, but every day I want to scream at every state and federal. Hold it. 1 second. Oh, honey, she's going to town. She is going to town. She is going to town. Okay. Where was I? Every day I feel like I want to apologize, but every day I want to scream at every state and federal representative from the state of Tennessee and ask them, can you not see what is happening in this county? What mother steals her missing child? Name out of the mouths of people who want him found. Why is nothing being done about the threats to the people searching? Then I want to ask my extended family, why are you all so quiet? Do you think this is okay? I don't. If you do nothing wrong, prove us wrong. Let people search without fear, hang flyers without getting the police called on them, show his name and picture, stop spending your time and money in court and on lawyers silencing people over lies. Let people help bring him home. Otherwise, tell us what happened. This lady, I need to give her this is a wop bottle bop a wop bam boom. She said it. Lady, anytime you want a microphone, you just come here. You just come here. Our little pearls will have you anytime. Okay. Okay. There have been so many that have just completely, I think, forgot about the last months that has gone on. They'll believe someone that says Seth might have not been at work for 3 hours when his boss clearly says he was, but they will not even speak about the no scent, the no cameras, the car that pulls up and one runs back, right? They won't even speak about the mother doing anything. But what? Yes. Can you hear an amen? You absolutely can. Amen. Hold on, let me find it. And I'll crap the whip while I'm at it. It is amazing to me. I don't know if it's the popular thing to do, but I could never drag someone who is and has done everything, some things to his detriment, of finding his son. Sure, I'll read it again, of course. Let me just fix this. Bear with me. Thank you for sending me this. I really do appreciate it. Let me get it. 1 second. Let me get a drink of my soda. Yeah, me too, Maxine. Um, I'll tell you something. I don't know who is involved in this, but I will say, in my opinion, I don't think if I don't think Sebastian would be missing if it was up to Seth and if it was up to Katie. Now, I'm not saying Katie is free of everything. I think she let someone take control. But I think there is one person that is the reason this happened, in my opinion. He's controlled everyone and gotten rid of everything. Thank you, Tori, for buying me another soda. Appreciate you, my dear. You know I love my Diet Pepsi. We need 30 likes to go before we can have a chicken party. It's fun. It's fun. All right. This is, I'm going to say allegedly because I haven't been able to confirm it, but someone sent this to me and I think it's the same person. So I'm pretty sure it's a family member, but I'm going to say allegedly a family member. She wrote, "This will be my last post, and I hope everyone reading this will understand why. Since this began, I struggled with the thought that a member of my very own family could ever do something as heinous as, quote, getting rid of their child, end quote. Like every single YouTuber was saying, all caps, by the way. Then I watched the first interview and became a skeptic. Second interview and felt sick. Third interview, all doubt was gone, but held hope. Quote, maybe an accident, end quote. Then she left town saying he could be anywhere by now, end quote. Blood relations only hold so much faith and hope, and I couldn't pray this feeling away. Months later, so many lies, YouTube creators flipping the script as if they were threatened. No way, I thought. They never went to a single vigil, couldn't find time for searches, lied on a Sumner County custody petition, quote, fully cleared by law enforcement, end quote, in no danger or threat, end quote. She seemed to love her summer with someone else's child, forgetting hers. Now, anybody who is steadfast in finding Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is met with threats, fake profile harassment, and legal action. Gag orders, First Amendment rights stripped. Every day, I truly feel like I want to apologize, but every day I want to scream at every state and federal. Hold for it. Representative for the state of Tennessee and ask them, can you not see what is happening in this county? What mother steals her missing child's name out of the mouths of people who want him found? Why is nothing being done about the threats to the people searching? Then I want to ask my extended family, why are you all so quiet? Do you think this is okay? I don't. If you did wrong, prove us. 1 second. One second, y'all. I'm not accepting calls at this time. If you don't, or I don't, if nothing is wrong, prove us wrong. Let people search without fear. Hang flyers without getting the police called on them. Show his name and pictures. Stop spending your time and money in court on lawyers silencing people over lies. Let people help bring him home. Otherwise, tell us what happened. Guys, we have breaking news on Clutch Them Pearls World News. This just in. We have reached 1,000 thumbs up. Congratulations, everyone. You get a chicken party. You get a chicken party. And you get a chicken party. All right. Shall we dance? You like to dance? You like to dance? Let's do it.
Katie! Christopher! Katie! Christopher! Katie! Christopher! Oh, Grace! Oh, Grace! Christopher! Christopher! Oh, Grace! Christopher! Christopher! Oh, Grace! Grace! Katie! Oh, Katie! 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 Oh, Katie! 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 Oh, Katie! Katie!
Give me sugar, water. More.
Oh, your skin is hanging off your bones.
Oh, yeah.
You're coming with me.
What?
It's a long trip. I'll need a snack.
Katie! Oh, Katie!
Snacks, because, you know, he's 15 and snacks. Snacks, because, you know, he's 15 and snacks. Snacks, because, you know, he's 15 and snacks.
Something that I believe we're pervy to. Something that I believe we're pervy to. Something that I believe we're pervy to.
Wow. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
even a fly, and he's like, oh!
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
even a fly, and he's like, oh!
Give me 1 second, y'all.
Give me sugar, water. More, more, more. More, more.
Hey, your skin is hanging off your bones.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for the 1,000 thumbs. Appreciate you, my darling. Can you do then and now pick side by side with them? I don't know if I got any side by side pictures. I mean,
Something that I believe we're privy to. Something
this.
Something that I believe we're
This. Right, this.
Something that I believe we're
There we go. There we go. There we have it. There we have it. Thank you so much, Zelda, for 7 continuous months, my friend. Thank you. Really do appreciate you. I just called that. I was calling that person back that called. I was making sure it wasn't the family member. Thank you, Jerry and Kara, so much. Welcome to the family. Really do appreciate your support. You are now a pearl, and pearls look amazing on Jerry and Kara's. I just gotta say, welcome to the family. Please welcome Jerry and Kara. Really do appreciate that. True sleuth, my goodness, you are beyond generous to me, my dear. Thank you, True Sleuth, my dear friend. Can never thank you enough. Truly. Justin, in my opinion, we are watching what is evil being lifted up and called good and true. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And I think people bend over pressure, or they don't think it all the way through. They just find someone, they just, for whatever reason, don't like Seth or something, but they don't think it all the way through, and they just bend, right? While what is good and true is being lifted up and called evil, it is shocking how people are willing to be deceived and help to twist or distort the facts and the truth to the flesh. Well said. Well said, my sister. Well said. Of course. Of course. Nobody, I'm not here to say anyone is guilty or anything. I am not here to say that. But what I'm here to say is why? Why are you not looking for your kid? Why do these things not make sense? Because let's just say, and I said this a week ago or so, if Katie was a babysitter, and they said the child just walked out. You was on the phone 3 hours, you heard a thud, didn't check. He's old enough. You don't need checked on. Said, you yelled in there, you okay? I'm fine. You was on the phone talking to your boyfriend, saying that, in this theory, that she was a babysitter. And you was also sleeping and studying for your upcoming math test. And the next morning, you was getting him, went to go wake him up. and he was just gone. And there was no scent, and there was no cameras. What do you think the police would be doing? What would you think the police would say? No bueno. Yeah. You looked for him for a minute. Her words. Not mine. You got me there, Pink Butterfly. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Now, bar being in surgery or being in the hospital, right? A jail, being in jail or working in a jail is the best alibi you can have. That's the best alibi you can have. And still, by the time Katie and Katie and Sebastian were at dinner or leaving their dinner, Seth was at work, a 12-hour shift, and it's still not good enough. He might have been sleeping out in the car, which never happened. Never happened. But that family member there, boy, she just spoke some facts. Knock, knock, knock on the door. It's time for makeup.
FBI, open up!
Mother chicken. I always had the mother chicken.
FBI, open up!
Mother chicken. How about that? And then days later, they're looking in a whole different state. A whole different state. In a landfill for a child. Yeah, and he also passed a polygraph. Yes, done by the head of the former head of the FBI polygraphy division. That's still not enough. Still not enough. So, there's that. All right, I want to play. There's like a few more minutes of this. And I just want to play this.
Same.
Okay, here's all the public knowledge you need on this deal. Law enforcement has talked to my parents, my whole family. Once again, the statement is true, what law enforcement says. Just because you hear a rumor doesn't make it true.
Chris,
I don't think he said it was true. I think he's just trying to clarify.
He said
That's not clarifying. No, stop sitting here trying to defend his actions. Stop.
Okay.
The fact is, Chris, is I'm trying to squash the rumor. We're both here squashing the rumor.
Seth, there is no rumor. You know my parents were not with Katie on Sunday.
That's all I'm doing, Chris.
No, you're causing a problem because you know damn good and well where my parents were at their house on Sunday night. They weren't near Katie. They weren't near Sebastian. And if you got a problem, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call her. Be an adult. Be a responsible adult. And just call her.
Chris. Can you hear me, Chris?
Oh, I can hear you.
Because all I'm hearing is anger and attitude from you. What I'm
And
trying
you
to
should,
do
Seth. You
is
should.
have
Because what you're doing is bullshit and you know it.
Okay, stop.
Okay,
People
all
are
right,
talking
enough.
over each other.
Enough.
Seth, go, and then Chris, go. Please.
Well, she just said Crisco. That's a good one, Trish. Crisco. You get it? Crisco. That's funny. Get him to buzz that mullet, right? The mother will not even speak to Seth. So what would anyone else in the family speak to Seth? Yeah, just call her. Wow. Also, and this is Crisco's words as well. He says that they have searched all of the members of his squad, homes, all of that. Now, to me, that's interesting. Why would they allegedly be searching all of these homes, computers, all of this? Hmm? I don't know. I was watching that then. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Seth, and then Chris. Thank you.
Chris, a unified front squashes rumors together. That's all I am stating.
Okay, Chris.
This is a rumor floating around, and I would like us to squash it.
Yeah, I think that is a great rumor to try to squash. That one's on Facebook, and the rumor is actually that about your mom, her car being parked at like Warsham's and him getting
Okay, so here's the
Chris,
answer. The final answer to
it's
this.
not just an online rumor because people have driven up to me and personally spoken about this.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can I make the statement?
I wish
This is very simple. This conversation has nothing to do on social media. You want to have this conversation, Seth? You call me, you get Heather, you get Chloe on the phone.
That's
Hell, I'll do you one better, and I will get Bobby and Carter on the phone, and we'll all sit down and have
I'm gonna clip that.
this little fucking powwow.
I will get Bobby and Carter. I will get Bobby and Carter on this phone. Damn it. Notice how he doesn't deny that. He just says this has no place on the internet. Let's go back. Listen to this.
Nothing to do.
Car being parked at like Warsham's and him getting
Okay, so here's the answer. The final answer to
it's
this.
not just an online rumor because
Here's the final
people
answer.
have driven up to me and personally spoken about this.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can I make the statement?
I wish
This is very simple. This conversation has nothing to do on social media. You want to have this conversation, Seth? You call me, you get Heather, you get Chloe on the phone.
He doesn't even deny that. This is the official statement. If you want to speak about this, needs to be off. You get Heather and Chloe on the phone. Hell, I'll get Bobby and Carter on the phone. and we'll sit down and have this little effing powwow. I thought that was interesting. No denial. He just said we'll talk offline. And I don't know if the two up there, I don't, is it Chloe? Is one of them? I don't know who they are. She even said, well, people's been coming up to me talking about this. And that has been something that has been a constant thread almost since the beginning. Tina, that is exactly why I wanted to play this, because that is so interesting. I'll get Bombi and Carter. Well, you just get them. You just get Bobby and Carter, whoever the hell Bobby and Carter is. I don't know who Bobby and Carter is. But get them.
Hell, I'll do you one better, and I will get Bobby and Carter on the phone, and we'll all sit down and have this little fucking powwow.
Now,
we're not going to have a powwow like that, but
well, then guess what?
The situation, and I would love for it to be private, because I believe a lot of.
I would like to ask a question to you, audience. Okay, that's who I thought it was. I thought Bobby was TBI, right? But this, having a conversation, no one was being aggressive here. He disrespected Trish, calling her channel a horrible name, disrespected all life on the panel, and he was the only one, and nobody was screaming except for him, right? And you can hear him hit like
guess
a bottle
what?
or something.
Situation, and I would not going to have a powwow like
this little fucking powwow. Bobby and Carter on the phone.
You hear
and
that?
We'll all,
He says Carter.
hell, I'll do you one better, and I will get Bobby and Carter on the phone, and we'll all sit down and have.
See, he's always doing something physical when he's mad, right? Physical. You hear it all the time when he's speaking. He got whipped with a belt for forgetting or lying about wearing a belt. Can you imagine in your mind what could have happened on the right day after a kid throwing a fit, a teenager? They all do it. That's interesting always, like, you never know. Can you imagine what someone that may talk to him in that? Because I don't think total Napoleon. Yep. I don't think he would be able to handle it. Me too, Misty Moonlight. Feel really bad for Sebastian. I think, in my opinion, after that, I think Sebastian was trying to reach out to anyone he could. But I think he was even too scared, in my opinion, to tell Seth. He said he didn't want to go back, but he wouldn't say why. Poor boy. And Sebastian was very little, right? He didn't have any muscle on him or anything, right? Just very, very slim. And he had seizures when he was younger. Chromosome deletion. Didn't understand, didn't feel the things the way that you and I feel. And yet, they are the ones you don't see doing much, do you? Thank you, Misty, darling. Appreciate you. Did CP just out his high-ranking buddies in law enforcement who are protecting him, who are over Sebastian's case, asking for a friend, Sebastian Rogers? I don't know. That's what someone else mentioned. I don't know. But the FBI is on it now. The FBI is on it now. Yes, with an adult, right? What bothers me, and I say this all the time, guys, but what bothers me is the constant throwing away things. The relationships. People who don't value relationships, right? People who don't value relationships. Always watch them. Always watch them. If someone flip-flops all the time, even a creator, I'm telling you, not saying when evidence comes, change, things change. I'm not saying that. Talking about the flip-flopping, throwing things out, disposable. And when I connected what Nina said when she went to her apartment and her and Mr. Foote were having trouble. Yes, always late. And allegedly, according to Nina's account, and I personally believe her 100,000%. But when I see that, when she said, he was at my apartment, he wasn't supposed to be, he was coming out with my son's bed. This is what a child slept in, y'all. A child slept in. Not his child. Nina's child. There's a difference. A little boy's bed that he laid his little head down on at night. He was giving it to a neighbor, according to Nina. And he looked like he saw a ghost, Nina said. And he turns around and he takes it back in. What does that say? What does that say to you? Yes. The child was 3 years old. Remember, he wanted him to be more man-like. And also, Sebastian wasn't one of those ultra masculine males either. But Nina's son was 3 years old at the time. And Nina was pregnant when she and her mother caught him, according to Nina. When you have a former FBI agent, Jennifer Coffindaffer, say that she believes Nina, that speaks volumes. And I'm telling you, if you guys did not see that live from Jennifer Coffindaffer when she was talking about Sebastian, Chris, and Katie within the last 2 weeks, it was excellent. It was an excellent, excellent live. But when he was allegedly taking this 3-year-old's bed out, taking it from his pregnant wife, allegedly, that tells me that he didn't give a wooden nickel, in my opinion, about anyone in that household at that time. How do you give a 3-year-old, that's a baby, that's a baby, little bed away? How do you do that? Because most adults, if it's a blended family, right? Even if the relationship doesn't work out, right? The kids didn't do this. It's not their fault, right? Why are you trying to put any sort of unpleasantness, uncomfortableness in that child's life. A bed is very important to all of our lives, but it's very important when you're little, right? You get used to your bed. It's comforting, right? It's where it's familiar. And how would you tell a 3-year-old that someone took your bed? How do you tell someone that? And then we have, and this is Chris's words, it's not mine. When Sebastian didn't listen to pick up the room, he would pick it up and make him go throw it out to the curb. To the curb. Like Katie got rid of their cats. Quote, so they could continue their relationship when they first got together. Dogs, snakes, cats, countless. Throw it away. And then, in my opinion, Sebastian was just too much. And the reporting is that allegedly they were going to split. But I think there was either, in my opinion, a plan made or someone snapped. We'll have to see. But I believe that with all my heart that the FBI, yeah, instead of 19 kids and counting, he needs like 5 wives and counting, right? I think he would have been probably better. Maybe like, is it Mormon that marry like multiple wives? I would like to know that a laugh a day. I would like to know that too. Guys, thank you all so much. I really do appreciate your time. You guys could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube, anywhere in the world, and you chose to spend it with me. Your time is valuable, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Justice for Sebastian Rogers. Good night, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I may be live earlier in the day, but if not, I will be here, Lord willing, at around 6, anywhere from 5 to 6:30 Eastern, pretty much daily. Thank you guys. Really do appreciate you. Thank you all for getting the thumbs up. I appreciate you. Thank you to my mods, members, those who support this channel. Really do appreciate you. Thank you for everyone being here. Your comments, your ideas are all important. Love you guys very much. Hug your loved ones tight. Good night and God bless.